Hello, YouTube. It is I, Sneaky Teak. So glad to be back to continue an incredible run of Peglin, the Pachinko Roguelike. Hope you've been enjoying it. And if you missed the first video of this run, the first act, look up there for a card, which should help you navigate back to see what we've done so far. And regardless if you've watched that first episode, a quick refresher, we dove into Act 1, we really focused on making sure that we could take an aggressive Act 1 and get some relics for direction. Our starting bonus was ambidextrary, which I've never seen before. You can discard an additional orb. Okay, so we're allowed to discard through faster. We can either take a bigger deck and get away with it, or be smaller and really accelerate those draw-throughs. Weaponized Envy, which we've not been able to weaponize yet, but I am quite envious of the run that does. Power Glove, all attacks get +1/+1, which I just think is incredible across the board. This is half of a boss relic with no downsides. Buckler, you're immune to damage while reloading, which should actually work quite nice with ambidextrary and can be used to nullify boss damage. This is one of the strongest relics in the game, potentially, for sure. There are very few ways to nullify damage outright other than winning fights very quickly, so Buckler's exciting. Lucky Penny, the board will contain 2 additional crits. And finally, our boss relic of choice, Matryoshka Shell. Your orbs get -2/-2, a big downside, but every shot has multi-ball 1. This run is unique because we also took duplicate all orbs after taking a stones, obelisks, and bold orb start. And because we have Power Glove, our orbs are still actually quite strong even after the -2/-2, so it felt like a really good time for Matryoshka. We also had duplicated bub orbs, which means if push comes to shove, we can just make bombs. So I think this will be a really cool run, and I'm excited to continue it. We have a nice setup here. So let's see it put in the work. And as I said in Act 1, I'm going to continue to focus on little bits of micro and finesse that I haven't been working on in the past, especially since we're on quite a bit of a streak. I'm looking for things that can make that little bit of a difference in win rate, 10% here or there. And the big one that I'm focused on is trying to get a little bit more consistency with navigating the way that we want to. As an example here, I want to go right, so I can go event, 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 elite, and then be set up to go from there. And so we should try to make sure that we do what it takes to be able to go right. So let's try to clear the right side. That's the idea. If we can get most of the right side pegs out of the way, then we'll be safe to go right. Okay, it seems that we've turned half of the pegs into bombs, which is far from a problem here. We should, however, be targeting the ranger. But that shot didn't matter. I mean, that shot couldn't do any targeting, so it's not a big deal. But we do want to be thinking about that, right? Oh my gosh, bold orb. I just love it. I just freaking love it. Okay, Matryoshka with bold orb, or rather Matryoshka Shell with bold orb is pretty sweet. And if we're lucky, we'll find more sources of plus damage to put on these two, right? So we can... Like maybe, from here, actually, something that would be really, really good is a Swolt Orb. That way, when we do need to push higher and higher damage, we can get there. All right. Offered another Orbalisk, another Bold Orb, or a Bramball. I think I am going to take one of these. And any of them feeds any of the others, right? So, like, if I take another Bold Orb, it powers up the Orbalisks. But so does the Orbalisk. And I feel like just having another orb that does a ton of damage is pretty nice. This also gives us verticality. I don't think we need more bold orbs, especially with the Baborbs, so I think this is Orbalisk. Damage output on our Orbalisk is just insane, right? So we could have skipped, or taken a Bramble to try to nullify scary fights later, but the deck is a little too big for us to keep that high uptime on the Bramball. All right, we're going right. That is our plan, and we cleared the right side. Go us. Thinking ahead. Thinking with plans. All right. Few shieldy dudes. No problem for us. Feel pretty safe just kind of yeeting a rock in there. Because frankly, with the shields, we're going to end up killing with bombs and Orbalisks and Bold Orbs anyway. Speaking of bombs, set some up. Okay, we added some bombs. Boop. The way it drops. It's just amazing, right? It's just amazing. Let's make sure the front one dies here. and otherwise focus on getting some more of these bombs off. Hey, we really want to go... Oh, okay, there's only one way to go, so we don't have to worry about pathing. I almost forgot my own plan there. Briefly, I forgot myself. Let's go, Matryoshka Shell. Making my life easy. We could pretty easily integrate another stone. It doesn't hurt us that bad with all of our discard, and it does level up, or rather empower, our orbalisks, and we have 3 of them now, so yeah, sure. With the stones. It's like rockin' stone. I'm gonna run out of stone puns to make in my titles. I'm gonna have to start crowdsourcing that. Speaking of crowdsourcing, enjoying my videos? Consider dropping a comment down below with more incredible, awful stones puns for me to use as titles. Hey, engagement. And also like it or whatever, you know, click all the buttons. Click every button. Thanks for hanging out. All right, cool. You find something faintly glinting. No, don't do it. This is, I think, the only event in the game where you can't say no. You just get an orb, regardless of whether or not you want it. You're gonna have it. And then also, navigation afterwards is awful, and we don't get to go. That was deeply unfortunate, because now we get one less node, and we don't get to go to the elite. That was on all sides unfortunate for us. Orb can't be upgraded. It's not very good. It has no special effects. And then we were forced to go left, and I want call my mom. Call my mom, I'm going home. I'm going home. Yeah, let's just set up a bunch of bombs, right? It's bombs! And then once we've got the bombs set up, we can focus on... Well, we don't have any choices about direction, do we? So we'll go straight. Relinquish your control onto the Peglin gods. You are not real. You are merely a vessel of the Peg. Boo! Nice to not have to deal with that range damage. That's not going to be enough for that one shot, is it? And you know what? I might have wanted to keep the Bold Orb for when the other one spawns, huh? Well, food for thought. I think we should be fine, though. We just lean in here on an Orbalisk. Oh, man. I was like a fraction of a second too late to get in there, and so we're not going to hit any of the bombs, are we? But we're going to one-shot this mage, so I guess that's a good outcome. Oh, we got one bomb. Okay, okay. It's easy to miss. Please. Please don't do me. No, not like this. Don't do me like this. Senseless damage. All right, cool. We're out. Up Grorb. Let's work on our new Orbalisk. Get it up to lethal tier 2. Straight away. Okay. We're not going to have to set up a path again, but in the one after this, we are going to need to set up a path. So that's a good knowledge. Wow, it is not hard for us to hit lethal, is it? Holy crap. Go straight in on these crits. I mean, we might as well. Just guaranteed lethals. That being said, on this next one, we really are going to need to refresh. And that's probably just the first thing we do. We just go straight left, hit the refresh, make sure we kill this frontliner. And then after that, we have Baborb to clean up. So it's perfect. Refresh done. Lethal arrives. Baborb for the closer. think if I go like this, there's a chance that the other one will hit the refresh. Oh, nice. Nice. Okay, plenty of bombs. We got them. Now we gotta do is clean up. 0 damage fight. That was slick. Hey, it's the Swole Orb we were talking about. Okay. Yeah. I think it's the play. Especially with Matryoshka shell. For those fights to where we do need to go a little longer and be a little bit more precise with our damage scaling, this gives us a very good upgrade target as well. Now, we only have one Swole Orb, right? And this colossal... How many orbs do we have? 4, 8, 12, 14? Sorry. 4, 8, 12, 16, 18. We have 18 orbs. So, you know, it takes a while to get there. Man, I'll eat my hat if this is not a lethal. It's gotta be. Yeah, and the instant refresh, too. That's huge. And again? Oh, we should have been targeting the one with the shield here. I don't know why we didn't. That was silly of me. Okay, we just want to move forward here as quickly as possible, is the plan. Oh, and it bounces all funny, too. Look at Orb go. This is no orb. It's an orb. It's a good moment for Bold Orb. Just get in there. Hit that refresh, too. Or don't. Don't's fine. Oh, you know what? We were supposed to set up for a direction there, weren't we? Yeah, but that's okay. It's easy enough to go left here. Take another fight. I definitely want to opt into more fights. I think we're strong enough to take them, and that means more chances for orbs and orb upgrades. We do need to decide before we start here which direction we're going out. I think it's right. I think I'm going to try to take the double elite. I feel confident that we can do that. This is wild business. You got it, Bold Orb. Wow, you really do got it. I mean, that was not a joke. I'm trying to set up to hit the refresh here. Right, nice. That way I can be certain that we're fairly safe in closing, because these jump towards you quite quickly. The rock slimes, if that is your real name. Close to a lethal, nice. And we'll get one quite easily. Need to make sure we clear the rest of these pegs. Or at least enough to go right. Honestly, I think we've cleared enough already, but trying to be thorough, right? Oops. Wow, that was a super wacky timing that I managed there. I was really trying to get it just in time to go down the right side elevator shaft. That's really what I wanted. Nice. Sticking on this right side again so I can try to make our passage out nice and safe. A new orb. There's the Doctor Orb, which is unfortunately worth a little bit less because of Matryoshka shell. It does require a crit to go off. I still think I'm gonna take it because we do have Swole Orb, which will help it. And we do have Weaponized Envy, and I've said before, healing in combat is it's just one of the highest predictors of run success in this game, really. So we should take it. We need to get it upgraded one time. We've already gotten Swole Orb upgraded one time. I think it'll be worth. Short fuse! Bombs detonate in one hit. Is this takeable for us? I don't know if this applies to mega bombs. This might actually be a substantial risk. It's not really clear that we want bombs to detonate in one hit. I'm actually going to skip this. I think that this is substantial risk for Act 3 for small material benefit, especially with Matryoshka shell. Reducing the chance that we accidentally set off every single mega bomb in the next act is worth losing out on a bit more consistency with bombing a whole screen, I think. Feels worth to me. All right, I went ahead and targeted one of the Rangers right away to try to be sure that we can go ahead and dispatch something, even in the absence of some big bombs. And sure enough, we did. I'd like the overwhammer in this case. I mean, we're certainly getting some overkill. That'd be a nice touch. Mage does 3, Ranger does 4. Ranger is a problem, it seems. This might be a good time. Gosh, I want to kill these backlines, but I also don't want to start getting thwacked by this melee, right? And it's a while until we get to... No, we have Baborb right away, actually. Okay. Okay, so maybe we do take out another Ranger in that case. Yeah, sure. Send this over, and if it happens to hit a bomb, that's cool. It's welcome to do that. We also probably need to go ahead and hit a refresh with this Baborb. We should be safe here, I think. Like, I think it's very, very likely that these Baborbs will go ahead and clear this out for us. Not quite, actually. Spooky. Let's get some Swoltorbs in there and see if we can't get some stuff upgraded. Remember, we have double discard, and I've, like, not been using it almost the entire run. Because it didn't matter in Act 1, and so I just wasn't thinking about it. Okay, okay, my brain's back on. We have double freaking discard. Boom, boom. Get in there, Baborbs. I talked so much about how cool it was, and then the second we picked up, so much muscle memory involved with your orb management, right? It's so funny. Man, I like that about games. You know, they're a reminder that we've all got, as Lethal Frag says, we all have a little bit of humanitis, right? No matter how clever you are, no matter how much practice you have, no matter how good you get at this stuff, sometimes you're just gonna totally forget about the thing that you just talked about at length ad nauseum. Anyway, it was a fight well managed overall. We probably could have used a couple more double discards early on in this fight and in a few previous, but I'm not gonna lose sleep over it because I think our outcome looks pretty good. Upgrading an orb lets us actually use Docked Orb, and I think that's well worth it. Pegboards have twice as many bombs, or crits also refresh the board. Let's do that. We have +2 crits. Now they refresh the board as well. That makes it even easier for us to take advantage of crits for, with our Matryoshka shell, was what I was trying to say there. We didn't set ourselves up to have a very easy navigation out, but we managed to make it. Okay, it's gonna be key that we use our double discard in this fight to try to get to Docked Orb and get it set up. Oh my gosh, it's like our last draw, isn't it? Holy crap. Okay, let's go ahead and kill some of the plants then. And avoid hitting the mirrors, because they only do retaliatory damage. So let's just try to take out the plants. And then let's try to discard down to Swoltorb as quickly as possible. And then try to set up, hopefully, to get a heal. But it's going to be quite hard. We might have to try to throw damage away. Wow, I don't know. Do you think we killed it? I don't know. Loving these crits or refreshes. That's insane for our damage output. Totally insane. I mean, if we could, we would have targeted the other plant here. But instead I had to target a mirror. Luckily we produce lethal, so we won't take retaliatory damage here. And then we go straight to Swoltorb, which is pretty nice. Let's just try to set up as much plus as we can. Oh no, I think we're about to take a pretty big hit. And I don't even think we're going to be able to get down to the Docked Orb, honestly. Yeah, maybe we should have just focused on getting the kill here. Well, we might still kill it, actually, with all this bounce. Like, we're very, very close to getting a kill. Nice. I don't see a way for us to avoid lethal. That's the trouble now. Like, I literally don't think we can manage to get to the heal. Our deck is far too large. Well. Okay, good luck. Can you do less than 50? You can't. You're not capable. That's fine. We took pretty low damage in this fight. That being said, are we actually incentivized to take a heal here? No. We just upgrade Doctor Orb again. And maybe even if we get it early before a Swoltorb, we just try to hit a crit. I mean, seriously. Like, that's a viable path for us, I think. We have +2 crits on the screen, so it should totally be possible. Ooh, same fight twice in a row. Aha! Doctor Orb is coming. Nice. Nice, that's huge. Wonder if we jump right to it then. No, we should go in. Go ahead and get a kill on a ranger. We'll get the Doctor Orb right after. It's not a big deal at all. That being said, that was a very set-up crit, right? Ah, but here are more very set-up crits. Perfect. Yeah, this is probably about to be a full heal. I would be really surprised if we didn't get a full heal here. Pretty dang close, too. Pretty dang close, too. Try to go off the ceiling here, see what happens. Okay, there's the rest of our full heal. Now we need to focus on clearing the stage, which is a little bit scary because Bold Orbs are very, very far away, to the point to where I just need to discard everything I can. We're worried about getting down to AoE as quickly as possible. Bold Orbs and Baborbs, which is also a name of an unreleased Trops and Trops single. Check it out on our next EP. Bold Orbs and Baborbs. It's a good song. Oh wow, they used a heal. Okay, yeah, we gotta get out of here. Surely one of these will hit a crit. It's like impossible for them to completely miss every crit, right? Okay, good. I think we're gonna end up going back down to maybe like 50. To be honest, I think we're going to take a ton of damage on the way out here. But next shot is a Bold Orb, so that's really going to help. We just skip everything else. And hopefully we can get this up to 200, and then that'll be a full screen clear other than the elites, and then we're golden. And we'll still be heal positive, right? We came in with, what, 49 or 48? And so we'll come out heal positive. Really loving Ambidextrionary now that I'm remembering to use it. I mean, we knew it would be strong, right? We just had to work it into our workflow. That's all, baby. So funny. This seems really good, says Teak. Put it right over there in the cardboard box in the attic. Right over there. All right. Yeah, and I feel pretty confident about the boss fight, too. We just produce so much damage, right? Every time we see an Orbalisk, we just aim it straight at the boss. We should be okay. I even feel safe upgrading here. We can upgrade another Orbalisk, or we can upgrade Swoltorb. I think this is a little redundant, to be honest. I like upgrading this Orbalisk. It's a ton of damage. Ambiguous Amulet. Wall bounces contribute to damage, or Bombulet is offered again. Pegboards start with 2x as many bombs. I'm good. I like this extra wall bounce damage, actually. That'll add up. Boss time, baby. In we go. Ah! It's not Ballista. It's Wallman. I had forgotten about Wallman. Okay, I think that we're actually in a good place for Wallman. Because I think that it's not unlikely that these Buldorbs will manage to kill one or... Something crazy happened there. That Buldorb jumped straight up and then it just disappeared. The sound glitched out. I don't know what the heck just happened, but that was crazy. Sorry about the huge popping sound. That actually came from the game. I actually experienced that. Wow, I've never prevented them from eating both of their soldiers before. That's really unique. Okay. I think I skip the Doctorb here and instead focus on getting to damage ASAP. Right, we have to do almost 8,000 damage in this fight, so let's get to our Orbalisks. If this enemy gets to us, we are in big trouble, so let's not let that happen. No heals will be required. Let's go this way and try to hit the refreshes right away. I guess hitting a crit is something that we probably should have been a little bit more eager to do, because then we get a refresh and a crit. And the crit is a substantial increase in damage. An over-doubling. But even without a crit, we did 1,200, so that's a pretty nice outcome. Jump down to Buldorb here, see if we can get into that crazy sound effect again. Hit one of these crits, get a refresh. It happened again! It happened again! What's happening? That must be a bug with Buldorb specifically on this level. Hitting a bomb while a refresh is happening and just getting obliterated. It's a scary loud sound. I mean, I think actually, am I running a... Let me check something. Sometimes I run a limiter on games when I'm worried about what they're gonna do. But no, I didn't actually have a limiter on in this game, so. Wild stuff. This is possibly gonna be lethal. It's too bad that they're both following the same path. Like, that's an unfortunate downside. Oh, and now we get to go to the Swoltorb. Oh, let's go. I wonder if this is a run where we take gift that keeps on giving. I don't know. Could be. If one of you hits a crit, that would be ideal. Yes! And now this one's getting all the bonuses, which is really not that much, right? It's +2, and these are 1225, so the Swoltorb is kind of redundant for them, but... Or superfluous, rather. Unnecessary. What I think it'll be good for is Doctorb. G freaking G, baby. Okay. To that end, do we go ahead and see what Baborb 3 is? Okay, there we go, there we go. Convert every 6 hit to bombs and keep the first. Yeah. I don't know, I kind of like the Swoltorb. I mean, depending on what we get, this could be really good, right? If we take gift that keeps on giving, or we find some extra refreshes or something, I think I'm gonna go ahead and take Swoltorb 3. I could see it paying off for us. Boss relic choices: Cursed Mask. All attacks get +2/+2, but you start each battle with Confusion. Matryoshka, except you keep all your damage. That's pretty juicy. Attacks deal 2x damage if we take Wand of Skulltimate Power, but also take 2 damage for every 12 pegs you hit. Very dangerous for us. Sealed Conviction. All attacks get +2/+2, but you can no longer discard. It's Cursed Mask, baby. Yeah, we were offered both of the +2/+2 relics. We just got to take Confusion here. We have to discard. It's really crucial that we discard. Oh, but I love this. Effectively, what we have is just every shot has multi-ball 1. You are confused. The negative and the positive have offset each other. And so every shot has multi-ball 1, and you are confused, which is I would take every time, right? And we have Power Glove, increasing the power from there. A solid freaking run that hopefully we can close off strong, but that'll have to happen in the next video. That is it from me, YouTube. Thank you so much for coming by. From my home to yours, from me, from Kevin, and from Bevan, nothing but love. Have a wonderful night. Fantastic rest of your week to come, and hope to catch you again soon in the next video. Peace. Bye.